Hello, this is Shashank, and I'm a solutions engineer here at Zoom. And in this video, we'll be continuing from where we left off in the previous part, which was for Zoom Phone setup. In this demonstration, we will show you how Zoom Phone looks on the mobile application. We'll be making a few test calls, but before we do all the exciting stuff, we'll touch upon a few key features of Zoom Phone. Not a lot of the million features that we already have, but I would talk about features like AI Companion, call recordings, and let's say Zoom Phone transcription, which is live during an active call. So let's get started. From the admin portal, now as you can see, you've got a bunch of things to configure. You can create IVR trees, you can create call queues, which some people know as hunt groups or ringer groups. You can even create shared line groups. You can configure common area phones as desk devices. Uh, you can even set up call monitoring, which means you can actively listen or whisper or barge or take over a live call of an agent as a supervisor. Right, so a lot of things we have power packed into the Zoom Phone Cloud PBX solution. We will touch upon reportings, logs, and subscription reports as well. But before we do all of that, let's first go to the Zoom Phone account-wide settings and enable a few of the features for myself. So I'm in account management. Under account settings, I am further inside Zoom Phone, and I will enable call live transcription for myself. I'll acknowledge the disclaimer and I'll enable it. Now there are a lot of settings here for you to read. For now, we will just touch upon recording as the next feature. Now by default, manual recording is enabled for the entire account. Let's say I want to disable this and I want to enforce automatic recordings for the entire organization. It will play a prompt whenever the call is being recorded, and we advise for consent purposes you keep it that way. But of course, all these settings are for you to configure, and if you uncheck the prompt settings, you will be shown a disclaimer that you will be solely responsible if you want to check it off. So we advise you to keep it on. Moving on, let's go ahead and enable AI Companion call summary for my Zoom Phone. Uh, as a good recommendation, I would advise you to enable everything related to AI Companion because people could be leaving you voicemails and you would want your AI assistant to summarize the tasks that you get from the voicemails as well. All right, so we have enabled transcription, AI Companion, and automatic recording. So we have configured a few of the settings, but not all. So let's go ahead and make a test call to my cell phone. All right, so I'm projecting my phone here as well. And let's say I want to make this call from my Zoom Phone client. And here we go. I'll just pick that call up. And you can see the recording started on its own. Let me start the AI summary as well. And let me enable the live transcriptions. Hi, this side, Michael. Today is a lovely day, and I'm talking wonderful things about Zoom Phone, which is a hit product from Zoom Video Communications, which is all about cloud telephony. And as you can see, while I'm talking, Zoom is taking notes and providing me with live transcriptions, which is really helpful for the agent on the other side. This call is also being recorded on its own, and the AI summary will hopefully present me a nice little rundown once the call is finished. I'll now hang up the call from my phone. So the call has ended, And you can see it now appears in my history section over here. I can even access, uh, right now I cannot access it because automatic recording is set on by the administrator, which means only an admin can see the recordings. But we'll go back to the admin dashboard later on. Here you can see the AI summary is already provided to me. I can even share the summary as an email with my supervisor. How great is that? If you want to modify the AI summary, you can do that with the click of a button. So for now, we'll just cancel all of this. We have demonstrated a live call to you. Let's go back to the admin dashboard and see if that call was captured in the logs. So under phone system management, click on logs. And as you can see, it was perfectly captured. So once you've got a lot of data coming in here, a phone system admin can simply filter based on the timestamp, based on a user, and a lot of filters to play around. You can even filter based on cost centers, and you can finally export it to CSV. If you just want to access the recordings of the entire organization, just click on the recordings tab, and from here you can download it. All right, so we have talked a little about call logs. What about reports? So under account management, you need to go further down to reports and select phone system from the top. Now there are a bunch of usage reports which you can create. You can filter it by call queues, or you can just filter it by one user. As you can see, one of my calls is shown over here. You can even select what all filters you want to apply here: outgoing, received, uh, what was the average call time, hold time. So much data for an admin to go through. If you want to see how much you were charged for this phone, Zoom Phone will also provide you with that data. We are all about transparency, guys. Even these reports can be exported to CSV. And yes, Zoom Phone does support SMS and MMS. However, for that, in the United States, you need to go through via 10 DLC registration. You need to create campaigns, and that is a federal mandate which all carriers must comply with. All right, finally, moving on, let's talk a little bit about Subscription Center. Now, what is Subscription Center? Let's say as an admin, I don't have the time to go into my phone system environment every now and then, but I would rather create an alert, like a report, which comes to me every last day of the month, right? So let's say report for call queues. Uh, I'll just go ahead with call logs. I can pinpoint it against my account or a cost center. And I can decide the frequency. Let's say I want it monthly on the final day of the month, and I can set it to, let's say I want to receive this call email at 9 a.m. And here I can just set up my email address. I'll confirm and click save. Now the subscription has been added, but it's still unconfirmed. I should be getting a one-time passcode for me to set up the reports. And I'll just click on confirm email address. I'll just copy this link, go to the other browser and paste it over here. And I have now subscribed to the reports. Perfect. Now let me show you how Zoom Phone looks like on an iOS device. 'So I need to acknowledge Zoom has identified that I tried to log in with another device. I'll click allow. And there it is. I'll click on the phone tab and you can see I can access my call summaries from here itself, even the voicemails, SMSs. And in the left top corner, there's a numpad or a dial pad. I'll just tap on it and that's my dialer. That is a DID or a phone number which is assigned to me by the admin. So as you can see, you can now log on to Zoom on the browser, on the desktop client application, or even on an Android or an iOS device, right? So we try to keep it simple for you guys. Finally, once you have hopefully purchased Zoom Phone, you can also get an quick access to the enablement team for a quick training on the product. So we have a scheduler link with which you can, as per your availability, schedule a meeting with the specialists. Here you need to fill out the details, first name, last name, email, and your Zoom account number. And once you're done with all the form filling, you will get an invite with the enablement team. All right, so I hope this session was helpful for your understanding. Uh, Good luck. Thank you.